I want to do this in real life. Hey, what is up people? JFT back here with another video, and this time we're actually gonna check out an app that is going to be released, and that got me quite excited. Pokemon Go, people. But what is Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go is a game developed by Nintendo and a company called Niantic Labs, and it's essentially a game that is like every other Pokemon game that you play as kids, but with one big difference. Instead of playing as this guy, you play as yourself. And I don't mean that you play as your own in-game character that just looks like yourself. You play as yourself in the real world. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. But how do you do this, and how is it possible, you might ask? Well, if you're familiar with the term augmented reality, you probably have a pretty good idea of how it's gonna work. Probably work. I'm not sure about it yet. And if you don't know what it is, I'll leave a link to a great explanation by Mr. MKBHD on the topic down in the description. To play this game, you only need your phone and some energy. Like, real actual energy. But I'll talk about that in a minute. In the teaser that has been released for the game, which however you can also find a link to in the description, you can see how people walk around searching for Pokemon. You can at all times see how far away the Pokemon are, and once they get close to it, you can actually see them. Now of course the Pokemon won't be visible in real life, unfortunately, but it seems like we're going to be able to see them through the screens of our phones in augmented reality, hopefully. Hopefully it will be with help of our camera to see the Pokemon and the real background behind the phone to get a feel of the real life background too. But just imagine playing this with something like Google Glass, where you could actually see the whole world but Pokemon on top of it. That would have been so dope. It could however be the case that it won't be based on augmented reality, and instead we will just see on our screens a totally animated picture with the animated Pokemon and random animated background for it, like the original games. But yeah, even if it would turn out to only be an animated picture, think about how badass it would be to walk around in the real world and catch Pokemon. Like it's every child's dream. Totally still my dream though. You are apparently also going to be able to train your Pokemon as well as battle and trade with other people. So yeah, so I know what you're thinking. Yeah, so this is only going to be able to be played in big cities with a lot of people, and for us that live on the countryside, it's not going to be able to be played. As it turns out, the game is going to be based on real map data, and is going to be able to be played anywhere where you have internet. So no matter what, if you're in a city, on the countryside, or in any country, you're gonna be able to find Pokemon. And hopefully the Pokemon won't just be found on random locations, but instead on places where they kind of belong. So I think that is kind of the coolest feature of this game overall. So when is this game gonna come out? Well, the game is gonna come out for both Android and iOS. In the original announcement, Nintendo said it was gonna come out sometime in 2016. But recent sources claims it's gonna be out in North America by the 20th of November this year. In everything except North America, I don't know. There are no words on whether or not it will be out on Windows Phone, but if you know Windows Phone, it probably won't. I'll give you an update on game when it comes out, but until then, there's not much more I can say about it, except I really look forward to playing it, and so should you. If you have any questions or suggestions about this or anything for that matter, make sure to write it all down in the comments below, and I'll make sure to try and answer all of them. So that is it, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to, if you did, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you people in the next video. But remember, take it to life.